Previously on Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I collected some of the stuff here, but they were saying there were more to do before we leave, and we might not be able to come back, so I wandered around searching for ways to progress a side mission. However, my anxiety informed me that if I tried to do every single thing with the lack of direction and my lack of pathfinding ability, this wandering around might never end. So I decided that we were done here. I barely survived, took everything I had, but I couldn't just leave them there. Good riddance. You have plagued me my entire life. Gus was pretty sad about it, but he didn't really confront me or anything. I guess he's just resigned to serving Mickey no matter what that entails, even if the horrors of what his master have done will keep him awake at night for years. Yes, because as we're going to see, everyone else is incapable of doing anything. Soon after arriving, I found the abhorrent one, and set my sights on vanquishing him at long last. But I was ambushed by a cutscene, so that would have to wait for a second. Gosh, lots of these characters look alike. They're different versions from different stories. Like me. I thought these folks were forgotten. I'd never forget you, Big Bad Pete. Nor would I ever forgive you. Big Bad Pete, Pete Pan, Small Pete, Petronic, this place has lots of me. We get things done in Wasteland, see? So work with us and nobody messes with you. I hear about everything, including your run-in with Small Pete back in the world of gremlins. You didn't help him at all, did you? Seems you're not the goody two-shoes everybody thinks. He thinks I've done wrong by choosing the gremlins over Small Pete. First of all, it's impossible for siding with the gremlins over Pete to be a bad thing. And second of all, he thinks I've done wrong and yet he still has those blue hearts popping up. The game has those blue hearts pop up to show that people are approving of your good behavior, but it weirdly still does that with characters that are supposed to be mad at you. He told me that he lost the gear to Gilda in a race. All the while I waited for him to stop talking so I could murder him. Once I was free, I seized the opportunity to claim my revenge. No, stay melted, stay melted. If I don't see him recover, I can pretend he didn't. Moving on. So I approached Gilda, and all she wanted me to do to earn her gear was run through a few hoops, within a generous time limit. What colorless lives these denizens live, if performing such empty tasks is the highest entertainment they can ask for. I'm imagining that these races are more frustrating in the original version of Epic Mickey, because you couldn't sprint in the original version. In Epic Mickey Rebrushed, it's not really frustrating, it's just kind of busy work. These races really could have used some obstacles or something. Having satisfied her pathetic desire, she gave me her gear. Our next quest giver was the world's most incompetent detective, but first we went to see the statue. See? Oswald made it all just like the other park. Is he not allowed to say Disneyland for some reason? With a few changes. It's a little bit hard to see, but there's supposed to be vines wrapped around the statue. It's a nice likeness though, isn't it? Honestly, this cutscene kind of has communication issues, but I think Mickey's supposed to feel guilty about creating the plot and causing all this. Seeing the vines wrapped around the statue makes Mickey think about how he's brought ruin to a land built for the forgotten creations of his own creator. So then we went to see Horace. Welcome to Horse Collar Investigations. Can I? Oh my. Mickey, do you remember me? Horace Horsecollar. I was in the Firefighters, the Barnyard Broadcast, the band concert. That one was famous. Don't remember, huh?
Together we banished the ignorance of old night, but you...
Don't remember.
You betrayed me. You betrayed us all.
That's alright. Nobody else did either. So I wound up here. Same as everyone else. Horace was in more cartoons than was listed off. I find it a little bit hard to swallow that Mickey wouldn't remember Horace, unless a theory of mine is accurate. I think that what they might be doing with Mickey's character in this game is explain how Mickey went from his early days of animal abuse to being a more heartwarming figure who cares more about the people around him. At the beginning of the game, Mickey was reckless, and now he's finding all these people whose lives he's damaged. So this game could contain the story of how Mickey became more considerate about the people around him.
And I traded my harmonica to get a chain for your watch.
Oh, Mickey, I can't believe you gave up what means the most to you for me.
Oh, Minnie, you're all the music I'll ever need.
Here in Wasteland, I'm an ace detective. At least I'd like to be. Haven't solved a case in years, but if you need an investigator, I'm your guy. Business is down these days, but I'm sure it'll pick up any time now. I have one of the gears that is supposed to power up the projector screen machine to Oztown. I can give it to you, but I need you to do something for me first. Cassie, the Emporium owner, borrowed a book from me a while back, but never returned it. Can you go to see if he still has it? Bring it back to me, and I'll give you the gear. You just sent me on a quest to get a book from the Emporium owner? You poor, useless, forgotten wimp. He's across the street from you. No wonder you were forgotten by everyone, including Mickey. I mean, I guess it makes sense when you consider the fact that detectives are notoriously incapable of going to places and asking about things. The only good thing I can say about this quest is that it gets you to go to the different vendors so you can at least know they're there. The Emporium owner defers you to the ice cream shop, which for some reason has concept art, and the concept art in this game is magnificent. Look at this beautiful beautifulness of beauty. But still, this had better be some sort of satire on useless quest givers, because this place is a dystopian nightmare. I brought the gears to the gremlin, then he needed a power supply, so long story short, I got him that. He fixed up the projector screen and I was happy to get out of there. This projector was based on Through the Mirror, which must have been a favorite of somebody working on the game. They already used it as such a heavy inspiration in the opening, and here it is again as one of the transition levels. Welcome to Oztown. It looks like Donald's tugboat sank since I was last here. I've always liked that statue. That fellow standing in front of the gag factory is named Moody. He's moody. Excuse me, miss? I'm looking for Oswald. Land sakes! Mickey Mouse! I'm Clarabelle. Why, you must remember me. Look, 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 look. I was in Mickey's Millerdrammer. In Mickey's polo team, I dined with the stars. Orphans Benefit, both the original and the remake. I guess no one sees those anymore. Oh well, I'll just get back to my garden. With all the commotion, it's the only thing that makes me happy lately. It's the only thing that makes me happy lately. Mickey Mouse, what do you think you're doing? That's a flower garden, not a spatter. Oh, calm down, I repainted it afterwards.